we're finally here! After many promises and way over 100 subscribers, a reason to thank you once again for supporting this channel, we arrived at the Sarmale Fest. But before we even talk about them, you might want to know we cover it all. All the questions about Sarmale will be answered. I mean, that's a lie. Everybody knows that you cannot know everything about Sarmale, except one person in Romania. But more about her in a second. There are many things, though, that the common folk knows, and this is how we're gonna start today. First, we try to figuratively roll the cabbage, knead the stuffing, and heat up the ceramic pot in the quest to find out the origins of sarmale. And then we'll also get to know how to cook it. From Romania's equivalent of Gordon Ramsay, or if Gordon Ramsay would just stick to English food, I mean, why on earth would he do that? I present you the Queen Jamila, probably the most watched food YouTuber in this country, and the absolute role model for the average Romanian housewife. That is an exaggeration. But her skills might also be. I have to say, I watched years ago a ciorbă rădăuțeană recipe, and it rocked my world. But as it is with those YouTubers, they just put up a show. Me? That is exactly why we will play the Inception today and review her Christmas sarmale recipe, whatever that means. Oh, and trust me, I will be very critical. But that is for the second part. For now, let's focus on the interesting part. Scusi, Jamila. This is sarmale, a Romanian national dish that is not really fully originally Romanian. Not even the name really is Romanian. And there are several other countries in the Eastern Mediterranean area that have some similar recipes to the sarma. I put here in red some of the countries that have distinguishable recipes, but there are many more. This is not an inclusive list of countries with sarmale or dolma recipes. Now, asking a Romanian about the origins of sarmale might create some conflict, but what doesn't with a Romanian? Usually, a sarma implies three things: to have a stuffing, a wrap, a leaf, and an oven. Those are the minimum three elements to create a decent sarma. Quite simple, right? In terms of why we like sarmale, it's really the combination of tastes. And what that means is, for example, the spices that you use, the sweetness of the carrots, if applicable, the sourness of the cabbage, and the really nice roasted flavor from the oven and the ceramic pot. It is one of the big Romanian dishes, along mici, that comes as a unit, which is something that you don't really find that often in the Romanian cuisine, those unit type dishes. Also, given the time needed to cook it, ranging from 1.5 to 3 or 4 hours, it makes you feel like it's made with love. Needless to say, think about the American barbecues, the English Sunday roasts, or the Spanish paella. Sarmale is, with the before mentioned recipes, in the selected list of dishes that you eat with the family or on a special occasion, whenever there is enough time to spend cooking and maybe sharing a glass of wine. So, as I just mentioned, you do need quite a lot of time to spend cooking sarmale, and we do eat it on special occasions, predominantly for Christmas or Easter, special days like birthdays or weddings, but you will find sarmale in, I would say, pretty much any Romanian restaurant in the country at any given time of the year. One other very interesting thing is that as Romanians, we do like to go from region to region, from place to place in the country, to test other sarmale, to try new recipes for sarmale. As you see in this picture, for example, some places and some people in the country cook them not by unit, but by unit of units. So they put like 5 or 6 tiny sarmale in a big cabbage leaf, which I guess it helps with baking and maybe keeping the aroma inside. In terms of where you could cook it, literally anywhere you can find a ceramic pot and an oven, or even a normal pot, but I have my doubts that it will taste like a sarma. Very important note here is that the Romanian sarma, unlike the Turkish or the Greek dolma, it's eaten warm, typically, along with mămăligă or sour cream or both. And also you do use an oven to cook it. I might be wrong, and if you are from Turkey or Greece and you have anything to add here, or from any other country that you cook sarmale or anything similar to it, please leave a comment and tell us about the differences. Finally, I would like to add the variety of options you have with sarmale. You not only have the classic cabbage rolls that we've seen so many pictures already of, but personally I really love the one with the vine leaf. I think it brings an amazing taste to the sarma, and I really recommend it for you to try. But there are plenty more, like this one, which is called in Romanian fotbal, or apparently in English colt's foot, or the Romanian ștevie, which apparently in English is called patience, and spinach, and many more. Also, another variety comes with the stuffing. The classic is a combination of minced pork and beef, but you can also have it pork alone, beef alone, poultry, sheep. I even heard about people doing fish sarmale. There's also veggie sarmale, like this one, which normally you make it either with soy or mushrooms, but nowadays I wouldn't be surprised if you find even chickpeas. And now to Jamila. So, Jamila, she is the fiercest YouTube chef in Romania. She even sued in 2019 another YouTube chef for copying her eclair recipe, but she lost. Let's get into the video. So this is a recipe about Christmas sarmale. I don't know what makes it Christmas sarmale, but I guess we're about to see.
Bună ziua, dragii mei! Eu sunt Jamila. Bine v-am găsit la o nouă rețetă. Astăzi vom face împreună o rețetă inedită de sarmale, sarmale cu păsat, o rețetă simplă, gustoasă.
Păsat. I mean, this doesn't look like rice, so I suppose păsat is whatever this is. I've never heard about păsat. Okay, apparently păsat is some sort of corn that is grounded a bit thicker. I can see how that can be good for this recipe since it adds the sweetness. So, yeah, okay, fair enough, Jamila.
O rețetă simplă, gustoasă și foarte potrivită pentru Crăciun. Ca ingrediente vom avea nevoie de 1 kg de carne tocată, varză murată frunze și varză murată tocată.
I love how all the chefs on YouTube from Romania put their ingredients in those really nice, lovely, immaculate bowls. A few years ago it was even funnier. They weren't transparent. You wouldn't really understand what was in there. But I think doamna Jamila has improved, for sure.
Ca ingrediente vom avea nevoie de 1 kg de carne tocată, varză murată frunze și varză murată tocată, 4 cepe tocate mărunt, puțină sare, 400 de grame de păsat, o legătură de păsat,
so definitely the păsat is instead of rice.
de roșii pasate, 70 de grame de pastă de tomate, foi de dafin și condiment pentru sarmale, ambele de la Cio, compania Indiilor Orientale.
Cio, compania Indiilor Orientale, sponsors a sarmale video. Compania Indiilor Orientale means the Eastern Indies Company. What is in there for the Sarmale spices? Turmeric, ginger, garam masala. After some research, I found out that CIO, the Eastern Indies Company, is actually 100% Romanian, which makes me super confused. Why would you call a Romanian spice company the Eastern Indian Company? It's like calling a sunflower oil company from India the Eastern European Company.
Pentru sarmale, ambele de la CIO, Compania Indiilor Orientale. Pentru început mă voi ocupa de umplutura pentru sarmale, am pus carnea tocată într-un bol mai mare, iar peste ea voi pune păsatul pe care l-am spălat foarte bine înainte, îl spălați în mai
Doamna Jamila has good music taste.
multe ape reci, până când rămâne curat, puneți foarte multă apă în bol și eliminați apa de deasupra cu resturile care se ridică la suprafață. Veți rămâne la final cu ceva de genul acesta, un păsat curat și bine spălat. Acest păsat este de fapt porumb, care a fost măcinat mai mare.
There we go.
Și îl găsiți în magazine.
Find it in shops. I need to go and find this. Never have I seen this. And no, this is not the malai you use for mămăligă. This is very different. This is not the corn flour, the typical corn flour.
Îl voi adăuga peste carnea tocată. Voi adăuga și ceapa,
Good.
pasta de tomate,
Good, yeah.
pătrunjelul tocat, puteți folosi și mărar dacă vă place.
Yes, mărar or dill, yeah. Dill can be good. Depends a lot on the kind of meat you use. Some meats, some stuffings work better with some condiments, but generally speaking, you need paprika, thyme, pepper. Those are the standard ones.
Voi condimenta cu puțină sare. Voi adăuga și condiment pentru sarmale de la CIO, Compania Indiilor Orientale. Acesta are în compoziție toate condimentele de care avem nevoie la sarmale, printre care boia, piper și cimbru.
Boia, paprika, cimbru, thyme, pepper, yes. So, okay, the CIO, the CIO, the Eastern Indian Company, the Romanian Eastern Indian Company has the right spices.
Pentru că am o cantitate mare, îl voi adăuga pe tot. Voi amesteca acum foarte bine toată compoziția.
You mixing with spatula? Why are you mixing with spatula? Hi, Romanians mix this stuffing with the hands. This is not a crepes recipe. That transition blew my mind. I think I should use something like that. Let me know. Maybe I should.
Umplutura este gata, arată și miroase foarte bine, iar acum ne putem ocupa de sarmale.
Of course it looks and smells good, but it smells better when you do it by hand, trust me.
Varză dinainte, iar acum pot să împachetez sarmalele.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Nice cabbage leaves. Nice, very nice cabbage leaves. This is how you want your cabbage leaves. You don't want them, like a triangle or a different weird shape. You need to actually cut it and make sure it looks like a rectangle. Otherwise, you'll make it super, super difficult to roll. So yeah, in this case, I see the preparation. She really did prepare for this. Nice.
Foarte bine capetele.
Good, good. Push them in, otherwise the stuffing will go everywhere. Good. Good shape.
Oricum este foarte, foarte simplu.
It is simple.
Rulăm foarte bine și apoi doar închidem capete.
And then also, she is very right. You do learn to make sarmale very quickly. I watched once a video and the next day I was teaching people how to do it.
Merge foarte repede și veți învăța să faceți sarmale, indiferent dacă ați făcut până acum sarmale sau nu. După ce am terminat de împăturit sarmalele și mi s-a
What? Don't tell me we're going to use a metal pot.
părut că a durat o eternitate, glumesc, dar tot timpul am impresia că durează prea mult să împăturesc sarmale, le voi pune într-o
Also very, very good sense of humor, very expressive.
cratiță. La baza cratiței voi pune varză tocată.
No. No, doamna Jamila, don't use a metal pot. Why? The market is so full of ceramic pots. I'm sure you have one somewhere, but ceramic pots are good for keeping the flavor and the temperature in. Those metal things are good for warming up hot water for people in the countryside to wash themselves because they don't have pipes. And you might laugh, Westerners. But yes, cabbage at the bottom is really good.
Iar asta va ajuta sarmalele să nu se prindă de baza cratiței.
Correct.
Tot acum, peste varză, mai puteți pune și afumătură, dacă vă place. Eu voi adăuga în continuare câteva foi de dafin de
smoked meat, very good around there. At the bottom, also at the top, just to, you know, make a nice steamy deliciousness.
și o companie a Indiilor Orientale.
Doamna Jamila, you promote the Eastern Indian company like Romanians promote their national nature. Good. Bay leaf, good. Yes. And that's actually great. Don't put bay leaves into the stuffing. I have seen that happening before. Small bay leaves don't save your ass, but they get into the teeth.
Pun cam 4, 5. Voi așeza apoi sarmalele.
Plenty of sarmale. Very nice, very nice.
Am obținut 57 de sarmale din toată compoziția. Voi mai adăuga câteva frunze de dafin deasupra.
I mean, I would say that bay leaves at the top are a bit extra.
Restul de varză tocată.
Yep. Here as well they can add the smoked meat, but you know, it's up to you. Didn't make it that heavy.
Voi adăuga apoi apă cât să acopăr sarmalele.
She puts water? Doamna Jamila, this is not cabbage soup. Normally you put stock, veggie or meat, but the best is borscht. Put borscht into the sarmale. That is the secret ingredient in my opinion. Not water.
Când sarmalele sunt acoperite cu apă, voi adăuga câteva frunze de varză murată deasupra pentru a proteja sarmalele. Și voi pune cratița la cuptor, în cuptorul preîncălzit la 180 de grade pentru aproximativ 2 ore, 2 ore și jumătate sau până când sarmalele vor fi gata. Le puteți fierbe și pe flacără și vor dura aproximativ 1 oră și jumătate, maxim 2. După
I mean, I am not sure about this, but has she not put a lid on? I mean, this is why you cook it with a ceramic pot, because you have all the flavor inside. If you make it like this, you'll just burn it. You'll burn all the little nice sarmale.
Aproximativ 2 ore și jumătate, sarmalele sunt gata și nu vă...
I mean, it doesn't really look burnt, it looks good, but you need to put a lid on. I mean, a metal pot is for ciorba and for reducing the liquid. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's where the water comes into play. I'm sure doamna Jamila has some tricks in her sleeves.
Nu pot spune cât de bine pot să miroasă. Haideți să vă arăt puțin și cum arată. Vom da la o parte frunzele de varză.
Yeah, I mean, that looks good.
Am gustat una ca să vedem dacă sunt gătite.
That looks good. I mean, she is the queen, right?
Arată foarte, foarte bine.
I mean, she can make food from anything, like Romanians.
Arată foarte, foarte bine. Le voi lăsa să se răcească puțin, apoi le pot servi. Dragii mei, aceasta a fost rețeta mea de sarmale cu păsat. Arată
Okay, very nice presentation skills, I have to say. I don't understand why there is one sarma separately than the others, but okay. You do eat it with sour cream. You also eat it with mămăligă, and also you eat it with some pickled chili if you want. But yeah, you would like mămăligă. Although with the păsat inside, I guess you don't really need it, but typically people use it with mămăligă. Yeah. Or polenta, if you're Westerner.
foarte, foarte bine, sunt foarte aromate, gustoase și sunt perfecte pentru Crăciun și nu numai. Această rețetă de sarmale este una foarte simplă, dar foarte gustoasă, iar dacă doriți, o puteți face și în varianta de post, dar omiteți carnea și adăugați legumele voastre preferate. Sarmalele cu păsat se servesc cu ardei iute și neapărat cu smântână. Haideți să tăiem și una ca...
Also with mămăligă, but let's say it's fine. It does look quite tasty and it does seem quite appealing, especially with that păsat bringing the sweetness. And well, normally rice, right, would be quite neutral in taste. So I guess this is the big difference with this recipe. You do get the păsat and take away the mămăligă and rice. A bit strange, but okay.
Să vedeți cât de frumos arată și în interior.
Let's see. That looks good. That looks delicious.
Au fiert foarte, foarte bine,
I
iar
guess
păsatul...
it has this crispy looking texture, probably from the cornstarch. That's my guess. But yeah, looks good.
Arată de-a dreptul minunat.
Nice. This was pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening and watching this, and thank you, doamna Jamila, for presenting us this recipe. I would have never thought about that. I also want to say thank you for all the support shown this year, and since this is the last episode that comes up in 2023, let us know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below, on Discord if you want. Like, subscribe to this channel. And also, later on, probably there will be, at the beginning of the year or the end of this year, there will be a poll on this channel. I want 2024 to not only bring better content and visuals and sound quality, but also content that you need. So, let me know what you think. Sărbători fericite! And see you in 2024. La revedere! Doamna Jamila has good finger game. Oh my god. But the best is borщ. Put borщ into the cabbage. Put borщ into the sarmale. That is the secret ingredient, in my opinion. Not sarmale.